Hello, hello, my dear friends. How are you all? Welcome to Divine Debut. Of course, Kathy is here for you once again for the Twin Flame Soulmate Sacred Union reading that we do on a Wednesday, which is premiering right now. I want to thank you all for being here. I've already wished you all, a happy Mother's Day if you've recently celebrated. It's the 10th of May today, 10th of May of 2022. And okay, get comfortable, get a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and enjoy the reading. Okay, it's the Yes Please reading. Yes Please, which we've started a while back. Whoever comments beneath the video, not in the chat section, my dear friends, beneath the video, if you write yes please, you can get a personalized love message from my handwritten love cards that I usually use, especially on this reading. Okay, we haven't done it for a while. It was Easter. Then my little elf wasn't here because I do need help. I cannot get to all of you quickly. So I do have a bit of help. Of course, it's me pulling the card. You can be certain about that. So just try and tune in when you write yes, please. Of course, it helps if you subscribe, if you're not already subscribed. If you like and if you comment, that's an exchange of energy. So to help us tune in and be part of this soul tribe, you have to comment, you have to, if you want a personalized card, write yes please beneath. If you don't want a personalized card, that's fine. You can comment about the reading. Okay, so it's the Soulmate Twin Flame Sacred Union connection reading. Now, many of you already know the person. You've been dealing with them. It could be someone from your past. Speaking of the past, just as I'm starting this, Mercury is stationed. He's actually stopped now in the sky. And goodness me, I've already felt it today very much so. Already with the trickster, Mercury, Hermes. He's the messenger of the gods, but he's also the trickster. He's the magician. Of course, Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, so obviously it will affect those signs more powerfully, but he is retrograding for the collective. So the miscommunication, the missed details, the lack of understanding, or the crossed wires, or the trickery. Think of the Magician card in the reverse. That's Mercury retrograde. So it does take us back to the past, as we do usually tend to see people coming back from the past, whether it's friendships, love relationships, family, work, colleagues, work situations, study, anything to do with the past. So those of you that already know this person, the person you've got on your mind, this sacred union, this important union, one that you feel is very important because you see signs and synchronicities. Their name seems to come up, the number of their number plate, the car they drive, whatever the synchronicities are. You know yourself on your own personal journey that this is a sign from Spirit. I had one today, and a very obvious sign as well. So yes, by the time you are watching this now, Mercury will have just turned retrograde. So he's stationed now. He's absolutely stopped. And that's when he's most powerful. Today I've been just looking at paperwork, doing, trying to organize things. Think of the office, right? Any gadgets, mobile phones, cell phones, anything electrical, anything that is electronic, anything that's got to do with written, spoken communications, collaboration within a small group, small distance travel, and anything that you travel with. Is it a bike you ride? Is it a car you drive? It's all about short distance travel, so motion. Okay, that's where things could be breaking down. It's not a good time to sign anything, dear friends. Don't start anything new. Okay, don't start anything new because it will be short term. We don't know the outcome of it. So if you're starting a new relationship, you're single, you're starting a new relationship and you don't care about something long term, you just want to have fun, then go ahead. But we don't start new things. This is all about redirecting, redoing, re-looking at, revamping, fixing. And Jupiter will have just stepped into Aries as you're watching this. So for those Aries people out there, not only Aries, but also the cardinal signs. Opposite Aries is Libra. And then we've got Cancer and Capricorn as well. They're also cardinal signs. So Jupiter in Aries will be very significant for you. But remember, my friends, that, you know, in our own birth charts, we've all got, you know, all the signs. So in a certain area of life, we're all affected by Jupiter stepping into a Mars-ruled sign. Jupiter does well in fire, so it's going to be very dynamic, right? New beginnings. Think of Aries. It's the seed that we plant. Mars is the warrior, right? Not scared, very courageous, very fiery, the desire for change and for new beginnings. All right? Cardinal fire is Aries, is very amped up and very expanded through Jupiter. But Jupiter, remember, he's gonna station in July. He's gonna stop and then station and turn backwards, re-enter Pisces, as he's gonna come back and finish unfinished business. So where he is now, right, 10th of May, right, this period of time, he will come back because he's trying to fix something. He's gonna come back to revisit, to look at things again, you know, check your list. He's going to check his list that he's completed everything, because Pisces is the 12th house in the natural zodiac. It's the ending of a major cycle. Okay, I will make some announcements at the end. Let's jump into the reading, dear Spirit. Okay, this significant relationship. Those of you that are single and you felt that an important connection is around the corner, you've been receiving the signs, you feel it in your bones. This could be someone new and important that's entering your life. We've got the Six of Cups, right on. Six of Cups. It looks like a tribe, doesn't it, in friendship? So for some of you, this could be a friend or an old flame from school, or from, you know, who you used to hang around with at school, or when you were a child. Okay, Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's got to do with soulmate energy. So expect situations from the past. Gemini's retrograding in, what did I say? Mercury's retrograding in Gemini. Its home sign. We'll go back all the way to, that was the Eight of Cups that I just got a glimpse of, I think, or the Nine. It was the Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment, yeah. And we'll ingress backwards into Taurus again. So it's all about Venus and values and love and security, right? Getting grounded. Taurus is Earth. And we're in between eclipses, my dear friends. So, yes, we've got a full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio in a few days, in 6 days, which is a full moon, right? Amplified full moon. What is it that we're letting go of? What karma are we letting go of? So let's see. Twin flame reading. You are on this side logically. The other person is on the other side. You can swap if that is your story. But this is a general reading. Remember, my dear friends, whoever's wanting a personal reading, up until the end of May, get your orders in, because I'm going to have a break till further notice. from personal readings, not from YouTube. I will be still uploading business as usual. It's the personal readings that will be on hold for those of you that are not on Patreon. My patrons will have the option. Dear Spirit, Twin Flame, what's going on in this sacred union? Where is it? What are the energies playing out right now? And we know with the eclipses happening in Taurus and Scorpio, it's the fixed signs. Fixed sign eclipses are more dramatic, remember. So fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, very important for you guys, or in those areas of your chart. So what's going on in the now? Where is this relationship now? Two of Wands. Okay, and if you're wondering, this is the pre-Raphaelite Tarot. And I will be using the Lover's Path Tarot. I will be using the Energy Oracle cards. Thank you for liking, my dear friends, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm using a Mirror's Love Oracle. Right, I'm using the La Vera Sibilla, the extended version by... It's the Gilded Reverie. This is the one. Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Cira Marchetti, if you are wondering. And I'm using the Mystic Moon Oracles. Okay, this is a deck which I really like to use because, especially in the Twin Flame readings, because it shows the darker shade of the relationship. So the negativity or the difficulties, the hardships. It's not just dreamy, fairy, and, you know, imaginative and hopeful. It shows the darker shades, the difficulties. So that's why I prefer to use that. Okay. Two of Wands could speak to a choice, could speak to a portal that's opening, could also speak to a decision between two people, two situations. Remember, he's holding the Ace of Wands. This is what he desires. He's turned his back on that second wand. So it could be, I don't know if it's a second chance in a relationship, or I don't know if it's someone's making a choice and moving towards what they truly desire. Remember that he's holding the Ace of Wands, which is flame, it's desire, it's passion, it's the ability to create. Also can speak to, because the Ace of Wands for me is like seeing the light. It's like turning on the switch, right? And having the clarity. Where is this relationship coming from? From the past. Could be distant, could be recent. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So we've got fire, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles is very young, it's youth. So it's something stable long-term, maybe something that's very slow moving, slow growing, because remember the page is all about learning. It can speak to juvenile energies. So it's at a point where someone's studying or looking at something potentially long-term. And of course, pages are messengers. So maybe a message of potential growth or long-term here as well. But remember that Earth is very slow and it's very gradual. Let's take another message from the past. We've got the Lovers, you see. And I don't know if, for some of you maybe, because someone obviously has a choice here, the Lovers is always a choice. The Page could also be a child, so the child comes through from the beginning, or you've been dealing with someone that's just someone that was maybe younger, maybe at the stage of building their lives, even financially or through business or anything like that. So the Lovers is Gemini. Gemini is communication, so it's good communication, it's curiosity, it's back and forth, it's a lot of chattery energies. Well, Gemini can speak to social media. So I don't know if this was long distance. I mean, we see this person looking out to the seas. It's usually very much someone that's hoping, because what comes after the Two of Wands is the Three. Someone waiting on their ride to that opposite, you know, that distance. Waiting for their ships to come in to take them somewhere else. Potentially to expand on whatever it is that, you know, they've been working on. Because remember that wands are also vocation, their effort. They're the desire and they're creative. So yes, Gemini, the lovers, a very powerful union, it does show them both in their birth suits, so it does speak to also sexual desire, intimacy, I would say here, maybe also a head over heart decision. Now, I'm not reading reversals, my dear friends, so maybe someone was not able or not ready. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Remember, this Ace of Pentacles has got to mature. It's got like a journey still from the Page to the Knight to the Queen to the King, where there is experience, where there is life experience. So Gemini, head over heart, what is the right thing for me to do? Someone needed to study this situation, this relationship. If there was a child in the picture, maybe this was someone choosing their child over their love life or what they desired. Remember that usually in the lovers we do have the angel blessing this union. It's a blessed union, nevertheless. Let's take one more here. And we've got the Six of Wands. So more fire, more desire, more... and we've got a couple of sixes here too. So we're seeing here that in the past it was all about decisions, communicating, being curious, so on and so forth. Gemini's youth, it's youthful, right? It's youth. It's also study, someone studying a situation or not ready, okay? Not ready to take that next step, which would be Leo. Think of Leo. Leo is the flirtation. Leo is the creation. It's the risk-taking. It's the fun house. This is Gemini here. And what's after Gemini, logically, is Cancer. And Cancer does speak to the mother. Now, you don't have to be you could be a divine masculine, not be a mother, but you've got those mothering tendencies towards a child, or something pertaining to the growth of your home, or the growth of the foundation that's being built in relation to this relationship from the past. So here we see the Six of Wands, which, yes, is the Leo card, and we see a lot of fire. And of course, with Jupiter now having stepped into Aries, all the fire signs are going to be very well aspected from Jupiter. So, and even though Leo is, remember, fixed, if you are dealing with a Leo, let's say, fixed signs do not handle change very well, but Leo is also confidence. We do see a lot of shyness here. Can you see how she's sitting on the horse? So this could be someone that is shy, or someone maybe that is successful but not successful in business, but where intimacy is concerned, emotional and maybe also physical, there could be some sort of shyness, or someone could be hiding, could be very shy and hiding behind ego, a big, you know, a big ego, because remember that Jupiter does expand. Yeah, okay, so let's see where you're coming from. Who are you? Who were you in this relationship, or who will you be? Knight of Pentacles, a Virgo energy, very slow, stable, steady. So we've got a Page, and then we've got a Knight of Pentacles. And it's interesting that he's facing the past. And what's interesting here is that the horse's hooves, we could see that he is moving. Usually in the Knight of Pentacles, we see the horse stopped. So there's either a stationing, a stopping, or just very slow, gradual growth. But this is certainty. I'm certain about what I need to do, to get to the end, to succeed. But it looks like there's something that you're focusing on pertaining to the past. Let's look at the other person. And yes, you may have earth in your chart, strong earth. When I say strong earth, could be your sun, could be your moon, could be your rising sign. It could be your north node, dear friends. We're all both born with the north and the south nodes on a certain axis. So pertaining to what we need to grow towards is our north node, right? So you could have, let's say, your north node in Virgo, or you could have your Venus, which is all about love, right, in Virgo. Let's look at the other person, Cancer. And it's a major arcana card, which is important. We've got Gemini and Cancer, so we've got mutable and cardinal. Mutable energies mean I fit into my environment, right? I shapeshift and I fit in. I don't mind change. I mutate to be able to survive. Cancer is cardinal water. So Cancer, of course, is ruled by the moon. And Cancer is the home as well. And again, that mothering energy from the other person. Or this, the Chariot does speak to, it's got two horses, right? Black and white, like yin and yang. Someone that's sort a little bit scattered or needs to bring those horses, right, to bring what is the black horse? It's our fear. The white horse is peace, it's understanding, it's godly, right? So to bring the courage and overcome fears and make a decision to overcome, being stationed. This is all about victory and moving forward. But it puts the other person, it puts that person in the Chariot and in a leading position. So it's up to them to take action, but it is a victory card. Now, it could also be someone that travels a lot, maybe someone that is split between two decisions, right? Cancer is cardinal water. Water is very emotional. Cancer, right, is very also very Cancer is very quiet. It's more not secretive like Scorpio is, but it's more, it needs that security, that environment of security to feel safe, right? To feel loved, to feel nurtured, or either that, or they need that themselves, or that is what they want to provide to you. So we'll see, because this is a 7. And 7s do speak to turning a difficult corner. 7 years, the years of Saturn, right? Turning a difficult corner. It's conflictual. Yeah, so I don't know when, as I said, who were you or who are you? You can look at it as if you're meeting someone new now, if this is what's going on now. But we do have some past here, so obviously the timing will be different. We're not all on the same timeline. Remember also that if this is a sacred union, a twin flame, this could also speak to past lives, right? If it's a soulmate connection, could be from your childhood, right? So it will be different for each of you. Let's see, nevertheless, remember that Cancer needs security. They need to feel safe. They need to feel happy in their environment, but also someone that's needed, they were split in two and they needed to make a decision and take action towards it. But they were turning a difficult corner. if this is the now and what's going on now, it looks like, and we see again the horse's hooves are up, so there is action. They are moving towards victory. Okay, let's see possibly what the outcome could be. And we have the magician. Yes, this is the magician in this deck, Mercury. So Mercury will retrograde. As I said, by the time you're watching this, Mercury has started his retrograde. The retrograde will go until the 3rd of June, my friends. So a lot will be happening. We've got an ace up here, Mercury, remember the trickster. And I'm not reading reversals, but it's also an ace. It gives you all the tools. It gives you the logic. It's thinking logically, logical, forward momentum, the ability to manifest. You've got possibly all the tools. Remember, an ace. Aces are very strong. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Hermit. So the Hermit being Virgo, of course, another major arcana. The Hermit is one step, remember, before that Wheel of Fortune. So the Hermit is someone that is needing to see the light. This is connection through, taking time out, being in solitude. That's what the Hermit does. He looks into that lantern, into the light. This is wisdom. This is looking at the details. We've got a 9 with the Hermit. And remember that it's interesting. We've got Virgo as a major arcana and Gemini here, which is Mercury. Both signs ruled by Mercury. This is also someone that's gone in. They're going within, seeking the wisdom. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is at this time. Oh my goodness. The Tower. Really? Okay, so there's going to be an aha moment. This is Mars, and my dear friends, Mars for the whole of May will still be in Pisces. It's interesting because he's preparing to come home to Aries, but till the end of the month he's going to be still transiting through Pisces. So he's actually going to step over. He's going to conjoin with Neptune, and he doesn't do well. He does not do well in Pisces. So there could be a lot of confusion, or maybe also frustration about wanting to get to the outcome, wanting to succeed. It's like there's a lot of confusion. Neptune is illusion, confusion, deception. It's ill health as well, but it can also speak to needing to trust in spirit. And look out for those signs and synchronicities, no doubt. We've got the Tower, and the Tower is spirit for me, of course. Spirit is going to bring that enlightenment, that aha moment, that revolution, because remember Mars is the warrior. It's all about being gutsy and taking action to make the changes, right? So, of course, I will take one more card. So, obviously, there's a lot of changes going on. And as I said, remember that we've got an eclipse in Scorpio, and Scorpio is also ruled by Mars. So on the 16th is the exact lunar eclipse, 16th of May. But we can have this aha moment anytime before or after. Let's see what the Tower brings. What is this breakdown? Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Electrical energies, no doubt, 100%. Let me just restart. Wow. So we've got Mars and Uranus. This can be like a shock. It could be a major shock. It can also be quite challenging, my dear friends, because they don't do well together. I mean, Mars and Uranus coming together, it's sudden, unexpected revelations, revolutions. aha moments out of nowhere. But we've got the Fool, and the Fool is a brand new cycle. So this havoc, because it can be for some of you, it can be quite challenging as it brings great changes. Right, this tower built hasn't been built well. Therefore, it's coming down so that we could start to rebuild. But remember how I always say, Jupiter ending at the last moment of Pisces, it's the last degree of the whole zodiac, right? So that 29th degree and some minutes of Pisces, where Jupiter is wisdom. It's also, remember, that he is all about lightning, wisdom, seeing the truth, right? Justice. There's like a sense of urgency as he's going to ingress into Aries. So it could be like a curtain closing, right? Suddenly, right? So something ending really suddenly. And we're needing the courage to make those changes. Those who do not have the courage to close up that karmic cycle, the karmic loop that you've been in again and again and again. Well, this is Spirit saying that you haven't been able to make the changes. So here we are. We're going to push you over that cliff hanging edge, right? And you need to take that leap of faith. You're going to fly. We've got a new cycle here. Or this is great intelligence, Uranus, giving you that aha moment. Remember that the eclipses and the new moon we had, the solar eclipse in Taurus, the last new moon we had was on Uranus. So we've got Aries energy here, no doubt. Uranus also rules Aquarius. So it's that ingenious thought. But it's also breaking the mold, not doing things in the old ways. It's unexpected changes, doing things in a new way. The Maverick is Uranus. So it's that ingenious idea. Yes, I'm going to do this. This is what's going to help me start this brand new cycle. So expect the unexpected, obviously. I mean, Uranus and Mars can be very much the earth shaker. The earth shaker, yes, it can be earthquakes as well. My goodness. Let's see what a Mirror's Love Oracle holds. What's going on in this love union, in this twin flame soulmate connection, dear Spirit? Thank you. Let's put these up here, out of the way, make some space. I'm going to say again, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you want a personalized message, do write yes, please, beneath the video. And we will try to get to all of you. Even if we don't have time to get to all of you, keep the comments coming. A couple of days later, we will come back and give you your answers. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Twin flame. We know that twin flames are not easy. They are not easy, but they are two halves of a whole that have been they've been looking for each other. They've been on different dimensions and they're trying to reach each other. Obviously, you dream about this person. When you sleep, you astral travel, you meet up with them on other levels, on other dimensions. That is how twin flames are connected, but twin flames are usually filled with very similar to karmic. Soulmates would be more brother, sister, friend relationships, or it's the twin flame and the karmic that are more difficult for me. Soulmate is like someone that will be there for you Or let's say in one lifetime you've got a sibling, and then in the next lifetime you're married to this sibling, but if you got along with them, let's say, you've got that understanding within your core that you feel like they're your brother or your sister, or that you match, or whatever it is. That's how I perceive the twin flame. So, but the small difference for me with karmic and twin flame is that karmic is more full of hard lessons, more challenging, I would say. You go through a more darker sort of a period. But I feel it's the twin flame that you're needing to end up with, right? So there's your half, the other person is half, and then you come together and you're a whole. Now, they do say we are whole within ourselves, and that is true. We don't all need to have, you know, our twin flame partner so that we could feel whole. But you will see the difference when you are with your twin flame. You will know that they're your twin. And you may be two opposites that come together and you fit each other like a glove. Just like Cinderella and her slipper, right? Same thing. New love. So twin flame, new love. And long distance. So this could be a new chapter in love, or this could be the first chapter in love. Well, it could be physical. Now, I don't know, because we've got long distance, right? For some of you, it could be a new chapter. For others of you, it will be a new love. And the long distance is interesting. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got gossip. I don't particularly like this card, but... And the gossip obviously could speak to other people being involved, or, you know, people knowing about this or having some knowledge about it. I really do want to take one card on that long distance, because it's very similar to that Three of Wands, isn't it? What's that long distance about? We've got mature woman. Let's take a peek beneath the gossip. How about that? Let's take a peek. Fun times. Here it's very similar to the Aquarius card, the Star. This obviously speaks to some sort of going out, having fun. Fun times is Leo, but it's also got the Aquarius energy with the stars. Something to do with nighttime, or meeting up with someone, with this person, or meeting through friends at a concert or at a gathering during the night. Fun times, something that could be really special during the nighttime. You could be hearing something off the grapevine during the nighttime. Freedom. And freedom is very much like the Fool card. Someone who is needing to be free so that they could have fun. Obviously, they were probably not having much fun if they were in another relationship. The gossip does show two divine feminine. I don't know. For some of you, because, look, we've even got three divine feminine here, we could say as well, which, you know, does speak to gossip, or someone that's got a lot to do with, has divine feminine around them, or there's someone that people talk about, so it could be someone that's well known. I don't know if these could be siblings of theirs or friends of theirs or social media gossip. Just be careful with the gossip card. So we've got a mature woman. Mature woman. She looks to be more on the darker side. Could have light colored eyes. Or maybe, remember also, I want to say, because the long distance relationships and twin flames, they're not easy. So maybe someone the divine feminine has been very patient and has gone through a maturing process or has matured. Maybe this relationship has matured. I'm sorry you cannot see the gossip card. There it is. So maybe this divine feminine, we see a younger divine feminine here, and she's matured. So this could be years, a relationship pertaining to years. Let's take a couple of the Lover's Path Tarot. Just in case you're wondering, Agape is having a nice nap. I don't know if she's going to show up today. I think she's outside in the front yard in the sun. She's enjoying the beautiful, beautiful weather that we've got outside today. So what's going on in this divine union, please, Spirit? What is potentially going on now and in the future? In the future moving forward. Oh, okay. Okay, you want me to take you, so we'll take you. We've got illusion, we've got the moon. And the moon does speak to secrecy, matters to do with the past, matters to do with the home. It's called illusion. So there could be something that is being withheld. Remember, the moon doesn't have its own light. So on the full moon, we have, where there was a dark moon, the moon fills out. It receives the light of the sun. And therefore things that were hidden will come up to the surface and be shown. And it is a full moon in Scorpio. And remember, Scorpio is very secretive, very dark, very much about fears and skeletons in the closet and mysticism. And so let's see. That's the second time that Cancer or Pisces. We've got Cancer here, but the moon is also Pisces. And the moon is our subconscious, maybe also a very deep and secretive connection. Wow, we've got the Ten of Swords. So this is obviously an ending that's coming here. Ten of Swords is deception, it's betrayal, it's feeling as though you've been betrayed or feeling as though there's an ending here because of an illusion, because of unknown factors pertaining to someone's home. Remember the Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords does turn into an ace. It's a restart, it's an ending. And we've got the Four of Cups. Another chance, even though Four of Cups usually says that someone is bored or they haven't been able to accept an offer because they're focusing on something else. We do see in this deck that we've got all the cups that they're upright, they're full, but she's focusing elsewhere. So she's focusing on some sort of a betrayal. I don't know if there's a third person here, if someone is in another relationship, whether there's been betrayal there, or maybe the betrayal was that maybe someone kept information hidden about whether they were in another marriage or something like that, and were not able to accept this offer. It will play out differently for each of you. I will take a couple more. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a home. Could be a commitment or a long-term relationship. We've got Contemplation and the Hermit. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Virgo. We've got Pisces, Cancer. We've got some air here. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We've got everything except for fire in this deck here. Let's take the last card here. And we've got the Six of Wands. So we do have equal elements. We've got everything we need here. So there is some balance here. We've got the Six of Wands. He's actually now facing the future. Here, again, revisiting the past, something to do with the past. Maybe a possible success story. not playing out because something has been left out pertaining to the past. Something needs to be taken care of, right? So 6 of Wands, we've got that twice. So there can be ego. Leo is very strong, but also the possibility to succeed or find harmony is here. But remember that we've got the Hermit twice. So this other person may be still in contemplation about something long term, right? We see that the portal is closed here. And in this deck, with the 10 of Pentacles, it shows that the portal, the doors open to the home, to the mansion, to the goal, right? So someone is in contemplation. I don't know if the Hermit could also speak to, it could be someone that's wise, that they're seeking knowledge from, or a guidance, or it could be a tarot reader, an astrologer, or it could be also anything to do with legalities. Could possibly say, because the other person may be moving house, could possibly say that there's been betrayal and deception from someone's home. Remember the Four of Cups. Fours always speak to home. And you obviously may not know about it because the door to that goal or the door to that home is closed. And someone is seeking guidance or is trying to look for information, right? Virgo is all about that. What's at the bottom? And we've got the 5 of Coins. And the 5 of Coins is major social, economical differences between both people. But we also see here, and it could also speak to a big age difference, possibly for some of you, but we've got the mother and the child here, which we see her, she's left out in the cold. So someone that's not feeling balanced and in harmony. But let's see what is under the 5 of Coins. Why is this mother left out in the cold? Why is there no balance and harmony here? And there's a sense of lack. We've got 5 Pentacles. It could be financial issues or beliefs, different beliefs. Or it could be someone, yes, that is feeling a sense of lack pertaining to their Pentacles. And it could be a mother and a child. So I don't know if this is you. This could be the partner of the person you're dealing with if they're going through divorce. It will be different for each of you. Let's see. 10 of Wands, so a heavy burden, right? Coming to an end. A lot of troubles, a lot of hassles, a lot of heaviness. And we've got the King of Arrows. So the King of Swords is here. King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Someone who wears a uniform, someone that deals with sharp objects, someone who is maybe dealing with legalities. Could be someone who is advising or just someone who has been going through a lot. Someone that's just hasn't shown much pertaining to emotions. Why? Because they're dealing with a lot. King of Swords will tell you the truth. He will not show you his emotions. 10 of Wands, challenges. Someone who's very business orientated, carries a heavy load. And there's the 3 of Wands, which shows 2 people here. 3 of Wands, which can be a possible, I don't know, communication about a meeting. This is really heavy. Then there's financial issues or social differences or financial hardships, or how can we make this, how can this be done in a practical way? How can this meeting become, something real? It's not, we know that wands are their fire, their desire, but fire is action, but this is more about getting grounded, something turning real, right? Anyway, let's take some Lenormand, and I will take more cards here. Lots of cards. Let's see. Let's get moving on this. What's going on? We've got the coffin, which speaks to an ending, obviously, here. Scorpio energies as well. Okay, so the end of someone needing to make a decision or take a gamble. It's very much, for me, we've got the bouquet. It's very much here is Leo, Scorpio. And Leo, Scorpio, of course, are signs with the eclipses that are being challenged. Those areas, someone's either had to make a choice, and they have. So maybe they've made a choice, they're ready to come forward with this offer. The bouquet does speak to an offer on the table. It is a 9. 8, 9, and we've got 39 here. So 8, 9 is transition. 39 is a 12, which is very much like the Hanging Man. So I feel that for some of you, of course, this offer, this bouquet, this could be an actual bouquet, mind you, when you meet up with this person. Someone's going to take a gamble. Remember, Scorpio is also very much about desire, its depth and its intimacy, but it's also someone that's needed to shed things to do with their past, karma, but also maybe also being very secretive about their deep emotions, their how they connect to you, because Scorpio is also very sexual, and just taking a gamble with this meeting, with this offer, right? The bouquet is Jupiter and Sagittarius. Now, we don't have Jupiter in Sag, but Jupiter is in Aries. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, wow. We've got the ring, which can speak to an offer for something long-term, but it can also, because it's connected to Scorpio, someone may be coming out of divorce or having made up their mind. They're going to take a risk, okay, and break this cycle maybe. We've got the mountain, and the mountain we know is Saturn in Capricorn. It's limitations. It's also difficulties, remember, but it's a 21, which can say, it can tell us here that this gamble and this ending of this vicious cycle can bring the possibility for a new cycle, which is also here with the Fool. And remember that Uranus, the Tower, as I said, an ingenious thought of how to overcome or end a difficult, challenging cycle and possibly succeed in this relationship. Let's take another card, and we've got the compass here, and the compass can speak to travel, of course, or someone looking for their way, maybe trying to find a way to overcome these limitations, right? Having the confidence and taking a risk. We do have the sun. The sun is on the compass here. As we see here, it's a number 42, which equals a 6. 6 is also a decision. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the lily, and the lily, which does speak to a pure divine union, but it also speaks to ethics and morality, someone wanting to do the right thing. It's also motherly love, so Mother Mary love. It's like a very pure connection. There's purity here, or it's going through purifying this connection. This is also very much about virtues and wisdom. And it's a number 3, which is also the Empress. Okay, let us now, I just want to see what's that's sitting on. And we've got the mice. So the mice is gossip and other people. It's also hardships. So maybe this relationship is going through purifying energies with the eclipse that's just around the corner. Let's see what's going on with the Mystic Moon Oracle. What is it that we need to know? What needs to be purified? Through fire we do purify, right? Jupiter, who is the lucky benefic planet, which brings expansion, growth, possibilities for a lot of courage as he will expand. He will, you know, bring the ability to that new beginning, that seed that is being planted now through confidence and optimism. We can start that new cycle. What's going on? We've got balancing the scales. So we've got Libra here, and someone could be going through divorce, possibly, or we're trying to find our balance and harmony. We've got admired. So looks like the other person may be someone who admires you greatly, and also it does take courage to go through legalities and divorce so that you could get to, if you're following your heart and your soul's calling. There's also a lot of admiration here for someone's someone being fair and just in how they're going about things. Let's see. Oh, wow. And we've got shadow work after the admired card. You know what? I'm noticing the butterflies on this card here, where someone obviously is going through a lot of changes. I don't know, maybe this person, if they're going through hardships, maybe they've this is someone, again, remember the Six of Wands, someone that is has the admiration of the people in their tribe or with what they're going through, or this is someone that's just very famous or well known. They're doing their shadow work, or obviously someone is letting go of someone maybe who they maybe once upon a time admired, but they realized that that person that they were dealing with was more shadowy than, so it's like an illusion. So seeing the truth of someone at their core. Let's see, because we know the shadow work card is not easy. So we've got victim here, and that's Pisces again, the illusion. With reinvention here, though, reinvention is very much the Mercury retrograde energy. So there's a situation here that's being reinvented. There's changes coming through. Remember, the victim feels it's as though someone is blocked, or they need to sacrifice so that they could get out of this victimhood energy, or maybe there's a clearing up of the air because we've got the illusion here that someone is feeling blocked, the chance with Mercury retrograde and having the ability to reinvent, redo something. Like it's like the shadow work that's coming up and being looked at. We need to have the courage. And Jupiter is all about freedom, dear friends. So have the courage to free oneself up to have that new cycle, that new beginning. And we've got devotion. So only through devotion and sacrifice and love and unconditional love, I would say, because the devotion is like an offer. Here is the light. Here is the information. You know, devotion. Being devoted to something means that you've got the possibility to obviously win in a situation. And of course, someone may have been victim because they were devoted to a certain, could it be a child, or could it be to traditions or anything like that? What's at the bottom here? Oh my God, we've got the Tower again. We've got the Tower again, and there are the signs. There are the signs and synchronicities. You're being shown which way you need to go, and You're having a lot of information or an awakening, some sort of an aha moment here. There's the guide. There is the hermit. So you will have information. Spirit is sending you the signs. Those signs will bring in the changes. And obviously that new cycle with the Fool card. So yes, major changes. Major changes. Let's take more cards here and see what's going on. Remember that we had the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Let's see from the past. Why did we have the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles? So this was a very important union. Obviously, they felt that you were their other half. They felt a very important connection with you. And you them. Oh my goodness. Wow. Virgo. Virgo, of service to others, all about the details. Very mercurial. We've got Gemini and Virgo. This Mercury retrograde is very, very significant. So someone saw the light. They received the guidance. Let's take, I'm going to take a couple more cards. I want to see what this Hermit is all about. For some of you, you may have awakened through this important connection to Spirit, and you've realized your path as an individual, because we know that the Hermit is someone that is very wise. Maybe you've gone through an awakening, or they've gone, or maybe you came into each other's life so that you could awaken and understand that this was a very important relationship that's put you on a new path to the energies, to the frequencies, to life. We have the Empress, Taurus and Libra. So we've got a mother and a child here, plus the Lovers. Someone needing to make a decision between their mother or someone that someone that gave them children. The Empress, we know, is all about values. It's abundance, it's expansion, it's growth, but it's also frustration, time, because we know that the Empress is pregnant. Now, I don't know if a third person was a mother, the Empress, or a pregnancy. Let's take one more. And there is the weight, the heaviness of the Ten of Wands, which is backbreaking. So this has got a lot to do with this Ten of Swords. Remember, the Ten of Swords shows someone being stabbed in the back, sore back, or the heaviness of pregnancy, or the ability to create. That heaviness, the ability to create, sow that seed, and then obviously give birth to it as a relationship on a whole, I'm talking about. But this is also an ending in the past. And possibly a restart. Let's look at the now. With that Six of Wands and the Two of Wands, which equal 8 wands. Flight, travel, Cupid's love messages, a lot of desire to move forward after making a choice. There's the Three of Cups, which, yes, can speak to a love triangle, but it can also speak to reconciliation, going out, having a drink, getting together, an offer to go out, meet up in a, could be in a public area as well, where people are getting together. Let's look at you. You are the Knight of Pentacles, remember. And you've got justice, hoping for fairness, justice, and equality. Remember, justice is the portal that opens. It's number 11. 11 is a master number, dear friends. So I don't know if it's you possibly going through divorce. We've also got justice here as well. Let's take one more on your side. So Libra. Libra is all about balance and harmony. It's also, oh my goodness, and the devil. Wow. Some of you are no doubt dealing with a toxic other relationship. Could be that you are in another relationship going through possible divorce, or it was divine timing. You're waiting for that portal to open to reap the rewards, to manifest this this relationship maybe that never really became physical but was more long distance, right? For some of you, could be. And remember that the devil is very sexual. It's like, again, a vicious cycle. It's karma, dealing with karmic cycles, needing to end or needing to mature, needing to overcome fears if you're at a point of separation or going through divorce. And of course, we know that also the devil is maturity. It's someone that's matured. Remember the mature woman here. Let's look at the other person. The drum roll. The drum roll, dear friends. We have the High Priestess. So obviously, the High Priestess is usually a third person for me. No doubt. And the High Priestess is secrets. But it's also spiritual, a spiritually inclined connection. We see that she's holding a book, like she's got the knowledge, she's very knowledgeable. But also, the High Priestess, a number 2 again, new moon goddess, Pisces, Virgo, illusion or being of service. So we've got 2 major arcana cards on the other side, a lot of water. So Pisces, obviously, and Cancer. And we've got the 6 of Cups, which fell through. It was the first card that we had, 6 of Cups, soulmate. But also nostalgia. Nostalgia to do with the past. We know Cancer is also, it's got to do with the past. It's got to do with someone's heritage, where they come from, who they are. So maybe the other person keeping the lid on this relationship, but also feeling very nostalgic. Remember that the 6 of Cups also speaks to children. So we've got a lot of water on the other side, a very emotional person. I want to take one more on that High Priestess. So there's more earth on your side, there's more stability, more grounding, but also wanting, this is what you're wanting equality, you're wanting equal giving and receiving, you're wanting your justice. Let's take that High Priestess, and we've got the another 2 of Pentacles. My goodness, the infinity symbol. Let's take the devil on your side. And we've got the star. So we've got strong, very strong Capricorn and Uranus. So something to do with the old and the new. So remember, the star is a wish fulfillment. Obviously, it's also social media. And we see, obviously, a lot of nudity here in their birth suits. So a lot about, I feel that you were more open and more true about who you were in this relationship, whereas the other person was more secretive. And someone that's very indecisive. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone that had strong Gemini, could be their Mars, their Venus in Gemini. Let's take one card on that 2 of Pentacles. And remember that 2 of Pentacles could be someone that's 2-timing. They've got another relationship and they're dealing with you as well. Or someone that's just very busy, on the go all the time, deals with a lot of people, could have a big family. And the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is usually Taurus, energies. Taurus, Capricorn, let me just check for a moment. Yes, it is. It's Capricorn logically. It's the Capricorn card, but for me, I see it as Taurus, because Taurus is fixed earth, whereas Capricorn, yes, Capricorn is someone that's very hardworking, someone who's got high responsibilities. Four of Pentacles is someone that is, look, you could see he's robotic, right? So busy that he's turned into a robot. We've got Six Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles is someone that's a miser, maybe not feeling that they can offer you very much. Or this is someone also that sort of provides a security for others, whether it's people that work for them or someone who's a provider. Six Pentacles, I get that. Six of Pentacles could also possibly, again, speak to trying to find one's balance, right? Six of Pentacles usually many times shows the scales again. So a lot of Libran energy, trying to find their harmony. But someone who needs their security, financial security. So maybe that's why a decision was very hard for them. Let's have a look. Someone holding back as well on their emotions. Someone that cannot share their emotions easily. Let's look at the outcome with that Magician. We do have a lot of recessive energies, a lot of earth and water here. Earth and water, right? More yin energy. There's more yang on yours with Saturn. With the star card, which is Aquarius. Libra. Libra is also masculine. So more yang energy on your side. You can, as I said, if this is not the story for you, you can flip the sides of the reading. Let's see what's going on with that Magician. We've got the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, which is someone that's been through a lot. Right, we could see the little devil here. Someone is, she's like all tied up in that tree, waited forever for that tree to grow, this relationship to flourish. Nine of Wands, having been through very much. And it's like you're revisiting in the near future. We've got the Ten of Wands here. We go back to the 9 here. So that little devil does remind me of timing. We have the Seven of Wands. So we've got a lot of fire here. 16 Wands. 16 is the Tower as well. Seven of Wands, turning a difficult corner. But also you could see here that someone has got, they've got the power is in their hands with whatever arises. Whoever is against this relationship, this person will be called to action. It's also someone that could be a little bit defensive. But we've got the Magician there, right? Number 1. Looks like there are some walls. And the walls are limitations. But the Tower is going to bring those walls down. One more. Four of Swords. Well, someone needs time. Four of Swords. Needing to take time out to heal. There's exhaustion here. And someone needs to heal. What's at the bottom? We've got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, changes, regrets. And the Four of Cups. 4 and 5 of Cups. A lot of water. A lot of water. So what I'm going to do is I would like to take a couple of... Yes, I'm not going to leave it there. I'm going to take some Lenormand. Just to give you a little bit more clarity. Actually, I'm going to take the Sibelas, my dear friends, not the Lenormand. I need a bit more clarity. Sorry about that. I need more clarity pertaining to the outcome here. I mean, the Four of Swords we know is the It's the warrior that needs to heal. Someone is trying to gather themselves up. There's a lot of work, a lot that they've been dealing with. So there will be a moment of pause. This could also be exhaustion, having gotten to the finishing line, and a break, taking a break. Let's just take 3 Sibilas on those, on that ending. So what's that about? We've got the Militare, which is the 10 of Swords, and it's an uphill climb, but this is the warrior that's on a mission. He's very secretive. We've got the 8 of Cups, which is Speranza, and it can relate to fear, but also hope. We've got the 8 of Cups, my dear friends. Right, and the 8 of Cups is someone leaving a situation that did not make them happy. 8 of Cups. And we've got the Leggerezza, so the 10 of Wands. The Leggerezza is the transformation has completed. The butterfly now is free to fly. She's taken those 10 wands off her back, right? That heaviness, she's not carrying that anymore. She's come out of her cocoon. So there's lightweight energies here. There's a sense of freedom. There is a sense of sexuality with this. So there's a lightness of being, and that someone is free to fly. The transformation, someone's gone or going through a resurrection. We've got 2 10s here. So it's not easy. A lightness of being, letting go of the load through, and someone is going through something and they're not talking about it. And I feel it's the other person. It could be both of you. You could be mirroring each other. Okay. Let's just give you a little bit more clarity on what's going on in the now. So we've got the 2 of Wands. We've got the 6 of Wands, and we've got the 3 of Cups. We have Gran Consolazione, which is a great consolation. Anything you've dreamed of, you can manifest. It's a beautiful card. Oh my God, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Meno. The spiritual connection, but also a connection of great desire, right? Ace of Wands, very sexually inclined, but also he's popping the question. He's giving her a ring, and we've got a ring right here. Looks like 2 cards want to come through. And we've got the Vedovo, which is the widower, the 3 of Swords. So, and I'm going to come back to what I was saying. Somewhat of an illusion where someone was admiring someone or things were going well. And this probably has got to do with the past or a past connection. Remember that we've got the admired here, and then we've got the shadow. So after some happiness, and I don't know if this is you or the person that we're dealing with before, or just your situation, we've got the Vedovo. So someone either is very upset because they're losing their person, right? And it's also a third party falling out of the equation. And we've got Sospiri, the 6 of Swords, so letting go of the disappointment, the heartbreak, the broken heart, whether this is this connection or what's going on with your person or what's going on with you or both of you. And we've got the Sospiri, which is someone that's waiting for that ship to come in. It's the 6 of Swords, which 6 of Swords is I'm moving towards tranquility, right? I want to take 1 card on that 4 of Pentacles on the other person. The 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. And we've got the Superbia, vanity, ego, or something that's wonderful here. So that's the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands, which was the card that first came through. So someone that's quite successful. This is something superb going on. We've got the peacock with his very abundant feathers, beautiful feathers. Someone that has got either riches, or they've got a name for themselves, or they carry a bit of ego, or remember that the peacock is someone that does hold a bit of vanity, right? They come from an important background, or let's take one card for you. And we've got the Three of Cups with the Belvedere, being on the lookout or waiting for someone to come in, waiting for that wish fulfillment, waiting for the right timing for that wish fulfillment, that communication, right? Waiting on someone transitioning and coming in, sailing into your life. So being on the lookout, if you see how she's looking through her binoculars, she's got one eye open and one eye closed. So maybe there's distrust or on your side, or you're dealing with another person, a lack of trust or anything like that. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got denaro and the Six of Cups, and also the advantageous matrimony. So a rich wedding, maybe someone married for the riches, maybe someone will be feeling emotionally very rich. We do have the leggerezza, so the transformation having finished. Someone is leaving, a lot of hardship here, but they're exhausted and they need their time, right? Denaro is like the Ace of Pentacles, which is also here. After that comes the Hermit and then the Six of Wands. So the potentiality for success is here, and something long term. But someone is still seeking the light with the Hermit. We have not had the Wheel of Fortune at all in this reading. That's what I find interesting. So let's take an energy oracle and see what the advice is, my dear friends. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. You can write yes please beneath the video, not in the chat section, my dear friends, and we will get to you. And make sure you get your orders in, because as of the 31st of May, personal readings will be off until further notice. I'm needing to take a break. That's what's going on. I'm needing to catch up with Patreon. I'm doing extra things on Patreon. I've promised things on Patreon, and when I promise, I deliver. If you are on Patreon, you can still get a personal reading. So what is the advice, dear Spirit? What is the advice? Okay, my first instinct was to take it the other way. I was about to take it reversed, but then it was screaming to me, no, take it like this. So we've got journey, we've got another two. So pay attention to number two. Number two, the High Priestess. Pay attention, listen to your instinct. The signs are being shown here. It's telling you which way to go. Do you remember we had the compass? Oh, where is it? There it is. We had the compass here. Someone is going on a journey. Metaphorical, physical journey. Yes, there's devotion. Now, the devotion sometimes can be because it could be trust issues, so some people may be doubting the devotion of the other person. So, I don't know. Number two. Number two. Movement, relocation, and travel. Pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat, or a class, a retreat or class, or even a work-related trip. This card Could also signal a move of residence or a job relocation. The upright position indicates that the plans should go off without a hitch. Still, be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. We are in Mercury retrograde, my dear friends, that's why. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. And we know that the Fool is all about adventures. So yes, getting adventurous, having more courage, all those words come under or could be under that umbrella of journey, whether it's emotional, it's relationship, it's business, it's life. So, taking a physical journey, a metaphorical journey, pay attention to the signs, trust yourself. Someone could be coming in to meet you. You could be traveling to go meet them. You could be meeting someone on travels. Some of you could be planning a trip to some very high mountainous area. Be careful, don't get lost. Make sure you've got your compass with you. And the compass could also be Spirit showing you the signs in which way to go. So there's help coming through from Spirit, no doubt. Let's take some love messages. Now, those of you that are receiving any messages that come through in the general video here, the general message, if you receive the same card, then this reading is very important for you. We've got the Virgin, Giovina Fanciulla. The Virgin is very much like the lily, which I've mentioned already. So there's a sense of newness, pure energy, purifying. Virgin means something new. Feeling very youthful, feeling very attractive. Let's see. I'm ready to take the next step with you. 3 of Pentacles. I've had enough, you're blocked. 9 of Wands. Oh my God. Some of you could be blocking this person as they're not sharing their emotionally they're not sharing with you about their life, maybe. They may be feeling defensive against you. Remember, though, that the original card was the Magician. So it'll be interesting to see early June, as Mercury turns direct, what will happen. We've got the 9 of Wands up here as well. You took the stars from my eyes, you took my heart, and I want it back. 7 of Swords. Stealth, secrecy, trying to get away with something, or looking for a way to intelligently, I don't know, trick the other person, or come through with an ingenious idea of how to end something or how to start something. You took the stars from my eyes, you took my heart, and I want it back. The star is here. We have the Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could be a lot of communication, legalities, challenging communication, lots of information, truthful information. I will ruin your life, I'm no good for you. That's someone doubting themselves here, no doubt. 4 of Cups, which is also here. Then we've got the Hermit on top of it. So someone is looking for the answers. I will ruin your life, I'm no good for you. That is self-deceiving, self-worth issues. You make me quiver, I'm hooked on you, you turn me on. That's the 8 of Wands, which I spoke of in the now position. 8 of Wands is also flight travel, my dear friends. It's flight travel, it's Cupid's love messages. Someone shakes like a leaf. They're totally hooked, totally sexually driven towards the other person. There's a strong connection, sexual connection. My life is empty without you. I'll do whatever it takes to get you back. 8 of Pentacles. Someone's willing to put in the work. That's Virgo energy here, being of service. And I feel like a fool for leaving you. That's the Three of Wands. I feel like a fool for leaving you. And there could be physical distance between the two of you. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the King of Swords, which did show up. King of Swords. Right here. Who's carrying a very heavy load. They probably hold fire in their chart as well. Could be. Three of Wands. I don't know if this meeting took place in the past or could possibly play out in the near future. 12, 19, 23, 31, 39, 42, 4 and a 2 equals 6, and it's the Lovers again, Gemini. Interesting. So still there. As I said, Mercury retrograde is retrograding in its home sign of Gemini, going back into Taurus, then returning back to Gemini, and will be transiting through Gemini. So there'll be a lot of back and forth, a lot of decisions that need to be made, and a lot of communications and collaboration, possible collaboration as well, my dear friends, with your special person. So, have I finished? Let's just take a message from Spirit and see what just Spirit wants you to know at this point. This is the Spirit messages from John Holland. Just generally speaking, what is your divine guidance? Message from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. We have cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much-needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. And could it be that is going on? Remember, we had the Four of Swords. Okay, we had the Four of Swords, which means that someone is going through some sort of a purging process. It's like the warrior that's thinking, right? Four of Swords is after the Three of Swords. Purging and letting go of any emotional mishaps or worry or challenges or heartbreaks or anything like that. It's like we're going through a rebirth, a reinvention. Remember your devotion. When relationships do not fit, just like that, the Cinderella story, right? It needs to fit to be right. The golden slipper. If the situation does not fit, then this would be a time of purging and letting go and cleansing your body and opening the door to new things, my dear friends. Remember that if there's too many red flags, don't be stuck there. Don't get stuck in that Saturnian karmic cycle. But I love, absolutely love, that we've got the Tower as a karma dharma. The Tower is spirit, and it's saying that the changes are inevitable. New cycles are opening, and they're happening. Whether it's easy or hard, it will be different for each of you depending on what path you're on. But Spirit is pushing for new cycles, new beginnings. Okay, even if it's with someone from your past. We're reinventing, we're redoing with Mercury now in retrograde, Jupiter being very courageous, very expansive, new beginnings, new cycles, more justified cycles, more truth-driven cycles, more courageous, and Pluto, remember, in Capricorn, Pluto retrograding, which says, yes, we're shedding, we're letting go of anything that's been holding us back. All right, darlings, I want to thank you so much for your love, for your devotion, those of you that are on Patreon, those of you that comment on each video, thank you so much. And as I said again, if you're on Patreon, you can get a personal reading. If not, then I'm taking a break from personal readings. Also, if you join us on Patreon, you get to go into a draw. We give 3 free readings every single month. Okay? So if you're in Patreon, you're in the draw. And you could possibly win a free reading from me. Either a 20-minute, a 40-minute, and a 60-minute free tarot reading. No astrology, just tarot. And we do a lot of astrology, mostly on tier 3. If you're interested, do join us. You can always join on tier 2. They also get the full moons, new moons, and eclipses. It's tier 3 that gets all that plus the month ahead astrology. Anyway, my darlings, thank you so much. Love and light to all of you. I will catch up with you soon. Look after yourselves. And again, thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you are being notified, because there's a lot of shadowing that's going on out there. So a lot of you are not receiving the notification that I've uploaded. Thank you so much. Ta-da.